looking kind of yellow there still.
It's yellow still.
Bananas and pajamas.
Yeah. You know what? I always when I bought this top, I bought 2 tops. I bought a burgundy, and I thought I'm always buying burgundy shit. So I thought, let me just buy a next random color, the most random color on it, because it was bare shirts, all different colors. So I bought a burgundy, and then there was the next color. I was like, oh, but I'm always buying the same colors. I just bought yellow.
Right, it's alright. It's still cute. Lie. Brings out the color in your eyes.
Creepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Creepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes?
So welcome to the fresh trim and them thing there. Newland trim roll. No, I'm joking. Just excited.
I ain't got mine yet. Still, I'm coming for you guys. I'm coming. Don't worry about that.
What's going on, people? Welcome to Put Some Syrup on That. I am Newland Monroe.
Finch.
And today we are going to be basically asking each other questions. The topic is fear. We don't, again, like usual, we don't know each other's questions, but it just has to be based on some kind of fear.
What's your definition of fear?
Is that your first question, or are you just saying in general?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
It could be our first question, who knows?
I don't know, something that makes you feel scared. But to me, like the way I've done my questions is, so just so that it's good you've asked that, is something that either makes you feel scared or something that gives you like a form of anxiety, like it makes you feel nervous about what's about to take place. That's kind of what I've got at.
Okay.
Why? What's your definition of fear?
It's just a mental construct. It's something that we build up blocks stopping us. To me, it's an excuse for not doing things because of fear. Fear is all in the mind. If you put that to the back burner, anything is possible. That's my take. Quick things.
Fair enough. But on top of that, no, I don't want to go too much into it.
I'm too scared.
But fear, like, as much as a mental constructs
it's real.
exist. Like, it's real. What's going on in here? That's real shit, man. But I hear you though as well. Like, you have to break the barriers down. And now I'm actually going to ask my first question, because you kind of have led on to my first question.
Oh boy.
In which, you know, a lot of people, like when they're talking about motivational speaking or whatever, like just in general in life, they say that you have to do things that scare you to progress and move forward. So my first question is, can you think of a time when you was scared or afraid to do something, but then it worked out better in the end, or you got a positive result from it? That's fine.
The thing I'm coming up with, it had a positive journey, but it ended on a negative. It's when I first started running my own business in foreign exchange and business consultancy. This was back when I was, how old was I? I was a young boy. I just finished uni. How old was he? Like 21? 21. I was about 21, come out of uni, done a little sales job thing, met some people, and then we just like, you know what, let's just run our own business. So we just kind of come up with just 3 of us, a guy and his missus. Wasn't his missus at the time, but they canoodled. And they canoodled, brother, and built a relationship. So yeah, we just started to do this business thing. Obviously used our sales background, finessed a few partnerships with a few local brokers, managed to finesse their studio. So we had no office overheads, we had no equipment overheads. Literally, we finessed them, got to use all their equipment for free. It was state of the art, so it made us look very professional. And when we did meetings and link ups, we used to use we used to go to hotels and use their little conference room, but we used to use it for free. All we used to do is buy like hot chocolate and, you know, make them look like we're busy and that. So we used to use that. Everything was free. We used to charge these people like £600, £1,000 per session, this, that, and the other. And yeah, it was all going well. And then, as you know, money turns people into idiots sometimes. So a bit of greed got into it. I got into a bit of a ruckus with my man. My man was moving a bit nuts, and I thought, you know what, bun the whole thing, I'm gonna do my own thing. And I started my own, a new journey. To be fair, it's a positive ending, to be fair. But the scary thing is, I had no money, I had no job, I was living on the streets, and I wasn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had no money. My mum was like, brother, you're not gonna pay towards the house or anything like that. I'm just like, bro, mum, you know, it's just like, I'm gonna make money, bruv. Don't worry about that. Mum was always stressing me about, you need to get a job. I'm like, mum, don't worry, I got it sorted. But then obviously when the money came in, it was a different story, you know. But then yeah, I had to change my journey after that. But at first it was fearful because I didn't know when the money was gonna come in. Didn't know how I was gonna live, eat food, all of that jazz.
So just to fully understand, the fearful part was when it broke down. And then obviously you building back to a next business thing or whatever you built up to is the part that it was the positive.
That's it.
Okay.
So building up the business was the positive. It was scary at first because we were 21 years old, didn't know how to run a business, but we just figured it out and just done our thing. We had to get our own clients, build our fan base, and yeah, that shit was scary because
I can imagine it was still. You see me, like, I've built and failed a few things, yeah. Or I've failed a few things, let me not say. I failed a few things, and I think, like, none of them are negative, though. Like, I've had negative experiences, don't get me wrong, but when I look back, I've learned so much. And, you know, it's a cliche, you know, people always say that, but you genuinely learn so much.
you do.
So that's a cool story. I didn't even know that story. That's all brand new information for me.
What's yours?
So my answer to the question is it's quite different. It's I had a few, but I'm gonna go with a time that I didn't necessarily get a great thing out of it, but I enjoyed myself. You'll remember there's an event that we have at university called Jawa. I don't know. I think it's when I was performed. So like I had to perform at some council hall thing, but I was rapping. And I was performing in front of, I can't remember how many people they said was
enough
there.
People
bare
was
people.
There,
like it must have been a good 400 people or something like that. And we had a guy that played the guitar, 2 guys that played guitar, shout out to them. And one of my brethren from uni. And we were supposed to rap, but so many people, I've never performed, bear in mind. And I've written these bars, I've been practicing them for weeks. And I was just scared, like nervous. And then at the end of it, I'll tell you the next part of the story. So the brothers that was playing the guitar, they was playing the Wonderwall instrumental, so we was rapping over the Wonderwall beat. And one of the brothers was like, when we first ever got together, he was like, yeah, I'll sing it. I was like, oh, somebody should sing the chorus when we finished rapping. He was like, yeah, I'll sing it. I've got no problems. On the day, I said to him, oh, so you're still willing to sing the chorus, yeah? No, I'm not singing that. No, I'm not doing it. Moving nuts. So after we finished rapping, I just sang the chorus. Bear in mind, man can't sing, you know.
Man was like, maybe.
Yeah. You're gonna be the one that saves me. You get me? The whole crowd singing along, brother.
Shout out.
It was wavy. You was there.
It was dope. I was in the crowd. Woo!
Yeah, it was.
My knickers in the air and shit.
The mayor of Portsmouth was there. It was lit. Like, and bare people come up to me afterwards. Oh, your raps were so good. We enjoyed that so much. But you have to understand that when going into it, I'm shook. But then it was like, after I finished or while I was doing it, but it was like man was high. It was just such a good positive. It's like one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Adrenaline rush.
Exactly.
Jeez.
So that's my one.
Jalwa, you know. I forgot about that, you know.
Jalwa. It was sick as well. Shout out to the people I did it with as well.
Dope. Shout out. Nah, you done well still. It was I rated the performance. I think it was one of the best performances other than obviously the dancing people and that.
Oh yeah. The dancers were sick. The Southampton Bangor scored that one as well, which I really wanted to win.
Yeah, because they were professional, man. They did it every year or some shit.
Yeah, and they were sick. But anyway, I thought
Southampton Bangor.
Shout out to the Southampton Bangor squad. Yeah, but go on, what's your question?
Cool. Mine isn't as nice as your question. It's a bit more stupid, but fuck it. So it's a scenario. So you're walking in a forest and you find a black suitcase. Inside it holds £1 million and a piece of paper stained in blood with a single word, don't. Would you take the suitcase home or leave it?
No, I'm leaving it, bro.
Why?
I'm leaving it, fam.
Why?
Because I don't know. Because
the way I said don't.
Yeah, probably. No, my name is Bryson Tiller. No, the reason I'm leaving it is because I don't know where that money's come from. I don't know what that's written on. And sometimes, it's best to just leave stuff alone, you know. You don't always want to be getting involved with things. And I know you said that fear is a mental construct here, but fear also keeps people alive, blood. Like, fear of crossing the road when there's cars coming keeps you alive, bro. So sometimes you have to follow your fear, bro. Fear of like running into the man them in the ends on a bad day, blood, will keep a man alive, bro. So sometimes you get me. I'm following my fear that day. What about yourself?
I'd probably take it. You know, why not? YOLO. Like, it's £1 million. Well, I could do a lot with £1 million, isn't it? It says don't what? Don't scratch your head. Shit. Don't do a backflip. What is it? It's nothing. You know. Don't what?
You're braver than me, bro. There's no way I'm saying.
Now, if it says don't take the money or I'll kill you, then cool. I'll probably leave it. But it just says don't. Don't what?
Do you know what, family? I don't know if I would take it if there wasn't a sign that said don't. Blood. Like, I don't know if I would take it.
Is that $1 million? Well,
yeah, because I don't know, innit? It depends on the real circumstances, but The thing is, yeah, obviously in your scenario, man has opened a briefcase, but man like me probably won't even go near the briefcase, let alone open it, find a million, read the note. Like,
Mama taught me better than that.
yeah, bro, I'm staying far away from it. Obviously, if it's open, you can see it as nah, man. Even then,
it's a bit it's sticky, innit?
It's
Where'd it come from?
Don't know where it's come from. You're getting a phone call like, we saw you taking my money. Then what does man do? But I don't have no.
Oh, you might say, congratulations, you just won money. You don't know. You never know. I'll take it. Fuck it.
I don't like. For me, the risk has got to justify.
Don't.
Yeah. I'm not doing it. I don't do it. I'm not risking my life for them thing. That's still.
Type of shit you see in a horror movie.
Yeah, I watch too many horrors for that still. My next question is basically, so it's more anxiety based, but I feel like anxiety and fear kind of go hand in hand, right? Which one of these gives you the most fear, or which one of these gives you the most anxiety? I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. You have to tell me which one is the worst one, yeah? When somebody says, we need to talk, but with a serious tone, either they say it or they text it to you, we need to talk, yeah? When somebody is like, say you've got mad drunk, innit? Somebody saying, started a story. Oh, do you know what you did? You get me? And then they started to go in depth about something, but you don't remember it. Yeah? And then I'm talking about when you first started. So you get me? Or the third one is when somebody remembers you, but you don't remember them, but they're giving you that, oh, I remember you energy. Like, oh, I know. Who? Vince. Oh, I know Vince. You get me? They get, well, I know Vince, but you don't remember this person. Which one of those 3 is gives you the most fear and anxiety? I don't even know my own answer, you know.
Yeah, I get the third one all the time. I'm joking. It's funny. I had a conversation with my sister about the first one, similar to the first one the other day, because she always says bro, and every time she says bro, there's always something wrong. I was like, come on, man, just get out with it, man. Shit, got my heart racing for no reason, and that she would be like a silly question, bro. Are you coming over tonight or something? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So out of all 3 of them, I think that one gives me the most sweaty palms. I'm just not going to lie. We need to talk because you just don't know what it's about. And the thing is, where your mind always plays tricks on you, always think it's negative. There's never been like, we need to talk. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, let's talk. It's like, shit, we need to talk. Okay, right. Let me think about what I did. Let me think about what happened last week. No, it has to be that one still. What's the second one? The drunken one, and you get
Yeah. Somebody starts telling a story about something you did when you was mad drunk.
My excuse is I was drunk. I'll say that we need to talk.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same, you know. Because you know what it is? You see when you hear those words, we need to talk, but my stomach starts doing a mad thing. I start feeling I'm like, oh, about what?
Exactly.
Like, you just don't know, you just don't know, and I'm I feel like
anything.
Yeah, it could be anything. It's like, oh man, guess what? I saw you on Instagram, and then you just start thinking of all this that stupid stuff.
So what did I do a second ago? Shit.
Yeah.
My search engine and that.
Oh days, man, you've gone viral and it's a bad thing, and you lost your job. You gonna lose your job.
You about to lose your job.
Yeah, or just anything, but I hate that. I hate those words. And the thing is, it never is anything.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you need to talk, man? Just say it.
Yeah. When you give yourself a prelude to what you're about to say, but it makes it seem like it's.
Oh yeah, it means it's something important you've got to tell me.
So which one do you put at the bottom then of those 3?
I'd probably say your last one, and then last, second, and then we need to talk first.
I agree. So basically, I've done it in order.
Yeah. Thanks. You made it easy for me.
That makes sense. It's probably the order it came to my mind was probably in the scariest, the least scary, subconsciously. But yeah,
we need to talk. Dot makes it worse. Like, why?
No, we don't.
No. Delete. Click.
Never.
If you could really sell your soul to the devil, what would you sell it for?
Man said, what would I really sell it for, family? That's so peak, fam. But man has to pick something. But man can pick anything. So if I said me and everyone in my family have unlimited money, I could get that. Well, that's what it would be. Me and every member of my family gets unlimited money.
And that's nice.
Yeah. That was because it can't be something that only benefits me. If it can benefit man's whole family, then at least the man know that I've made a sacrifice that's gonna benefit others. Because they haven't sold their souls, I've only sold mine. Yeah. So I am making a sacrifice.
You're sacrificing yourself
for everybody else. Do you get it? But if it's just for me, I feel like it's not an even. even traits. Do you get what I mean?
It's like my soul's gone. I can't live now.
Yeah, like, and I don't know what that's even gonna mean. Like, how is that gonna manifest in my life? But at least I know if I'm going through a mad thing, my mom, my grandma, my aunties, you get me, all my cousins abroad, like everyone's just eating.
I was thinking about mine. Yeah, I was thinking, would I bring? Because the first thing I thought when I thought about the question was, would I use it to bring back loved ones from the dead? I don't know.
Who would you bring back though?
I don't know. Everybody. Everybody's having parties and shit. Yeah. I have one big reunion and shit. One last time. Don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Like, the concept of having a lot of money for everybody makes sense because everyone's living comfortably forever. And you sacrifice. But to see all my loved ones again, it's a tough one. It's quite selfish of me. I think I might just do that, you know.
Bring everyone back. All the people you lost.
Mm-hmm. All my loved ones. And then just have one big party.
But how long do you bring them back for?
For life.
Oh, so...
Yeah, they're back to life and my soul's gone.
So what do they do? Live forever now?
Yeah. Or live normal life.
Oh, they live the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
That's fair still. I think, you know, that's a decent answer. It would be like by Avengers when people come back from the blip and
Sit
then
there.
Sit
Sit there.
But yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Give people a second chance at life.
That's
people
it.
that, you know, that didn't get a chance.
You can
like,
see your family again and your friends then that passed one last time and have a little skank and that before man's soul's gone.
That's fair. I think like we've both kind of done something like it's got to benefit other people, innit? It has to.
Selfless.
It has to, else it's not worth it.
Did you eat your banana, by the way? I'm about to eat a banana, guys, so I just didn't want it to seem...
I don't know, you know, that's
Fuck it.
freestyle. Yeah, so I've sometimes I rip and eat, but I don't mind. Like,
Trap man go like that.
You say trap man. We was gonna say rap man at pianos and stuff.
Not again.
Eating a banana.
He thought he was so cool.
Burglars came in. Now man's a fool. Drawed out the tool. Shaking his banana, now he doesn't look so cool. It was a piano sound. That's not even a good rap man impression. It's got to be more nasally.
Oh yeah.
He was eating a banana and the burglars came.
Better.
They would do anything for the fame. So he put him in a shed. He put him in a coffin. He was kind of clever. He was kind of a boffin. Anyway, that's a better example.
Shit there.
Just do the piano in my head. Cool. My third question is lighter. It's basically, what's your top 3 horror movies or television shows? Like, you can pick either a movie or a television show, but it has to be horror based. What's your top 3?
That's tough, you know.
I was gonna say what's the scariest, but just what's your top 3? We'll keep top 3.
Top 3 horror.
Yeah. Bear in mind, everyone, it's off the top of his head. Sometimes we do these off the top of our heads, yeah. So it's whatever comes to mind, innit?
I'd have to say It is one.
Okay.
That shit scary as hell. The first one was scarier than the second one, to be fair, but that shit was scary as
The
hell.
second one was a bit silly, innit?
Yeah, it was a joke thing. Wasting my money going cinema and shit.
Yeah, it was a bit silly. I enjoyed it, but it was silly.
It was quite scary. That's one. Have you seen The Conjuring?
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was young, when I watched it for the first time, I was scared. I don't think watching it now is as scary. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say The Grudge. Have you seen The Grudge?
I think I see
Ju-on The Grudge.
original one. You
The
know,
Japanese version is scarier than the American version.
with subtitles and everything.
Yeah, The Grudge is number 2. My mum used to scare me all the time when I used to watch it when I was a youth, you know. My mum was bad. Mum, if you're watching this, you're bad. She used to rape around the corner and scare me and shit. I'm like, oh my God. And because it used to have the long hair and stuff, she used to do that too. Cover hair of her face.
That's bad, man. That's bad, man.
I could have had a heart attack and hemorrhage and all of that. That's number 2. And the third one, As Above, So Below. That's on Netflix.
I ain't seen it.
So it's a mad kind of Matrix-y horror movie where they're going through this tunnel, but as it says, as above, so below. It's almost like it's fucked. Google it. I can't really explain it, but shit's scary.
No, I'll Google it. Alright, cool.
But yeah, I'd say them 3.
So The Grudge, As Above, So Below,
And It.
It.
You said it so flawlessly. I couldn't do it. As above, so below. Is that it?
I think so. I just got to do what you just said. So my first one, it reminds me when I was a teenager, I used to sit at home like in the night time when man had half term and them thing by myself late
You're
night
mad.
and watch this movie on Sky Movies, Jeepers Creepers. So I'm putting that in there
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
I used to bang out Jeepers Creepers and it used to like, freak man out. Like man used to be young teenager, like 13, 14 years old watching Jeepers Creepers on the TV by
You're
myself
mad.
in the night.
Crazy.
I was a little bit off key still, to be honest. That's why horror movies, it's hard for them to scare me now. I've been watching them for so long. Second one, I'm gonna have to say Orphan. Have you seen Orphan?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad boy movie. If you ain't
Orphan's
seen
dope.
Orphan, where they get the little girl, she's an orphan, yeah, but it's just a sick story. You go and watch Orphan. That's our bad boy thing, but not because it's scary. It's just a good storyline and it's just an enjoyable watch. And it's like ooh. And then my third, is got to be. It's between two. I'm gonna go with Hereditary. I don't know
I've never heard of that one. That sounds mad. Hereditary sounds like Splice.
Hereditary. Oh, remember Splice? Oh, snap.
Sounds nuts.
Splice is a good movie in my mind. Anyway.
Splice.
Hereditary, no, it's not like Splice. It's a duppy thing, but it's good still. It's good still. Just because I have to, I'm gonna throw some honourable mentions in. Very quick honourable mentions. So those are my top three: Hereditary, Orphan, and Jeepers Creepers. But my honourable mentions are Haunting of Hill House, amazing television series. Paranormal Activity, because it scared the life out of me when I first watched it. And Child's Play, because I had all the Child's Play DVDs up to Bride of Chucky when I was a young one. I used to watch them all the time. So those are my three honourable mentions.
Mad thing. Mine I have to say Tooth Fairy. Because I was like 9, my mum would watch. Again, my mum's bad mind. My mum made me watch it. I fell asleep during it. So basically, it was about some horror tooth fairy that used to come get your tooth and then dup you, basically. So yeah, I fell asleep watching the movie. Obviously, this is all in my head whilst I'm sleeping. Yeah. My mum's woken me up. I come to bed. I go into my bed now. What do I see on the floor? I see tooth and a broken mask.
No, she's spoiling it.
I'm like, Mum. did you put that in my room? And my mum said, thinking, no. I was like, you're taking a mick. Man was shook.
How old was you them time?
I was a youth, bruv. I still had a bunk bed with like a... still rocking bunk beds and
like
them thing there.
time.
Yeah, I was young.
Ooh.
Mum, you're bad, man.
You was wetting yourself.
Fam, I was shook. I was like, Mum, did you do that?
Nah, that's bad.
I think I even slept in her bed that night because I was shook. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not surprised, bro. That's scary stuff.
Fam, that was nuts.
So that's your honourable mention.
That's
Yeah?
my honourable mention.
So-
Tooth Fairy.
Cool. You got one last question? Or?
This one I just made up in my head because it just got me thinking.
Go
If you could live in one of these 3 horror movies, which would it be? Freddy Krueger, aka Nightmare on Elm Street, Paranormal Activity, and the third one is It.
Ooh.
And you had to live one of these horror movies.
Ooh.
Which one would you live?
It, because I'm not too old for that, brother. Now. Any on a pedo thing, then he just go for kids and that.
I mean, he was a kid at heart.
But to know what, I ain't read the book, so I'm gonna have to only go by what the movies are saying, yeah. But I'm gonna go for It, yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because I wanna be able to get some sleep. And that brother It, he don't attack Pennywise. He don't really attack you in your sleep, does he? He catches you like walking to work or at school and then
Just slipping.
yeah, he catches you slipping. He's like, come into the sewer. You get me? Man,
But
like,
then you see mad things turn into stuff when you're walking as well, and then you end up in a mad place, and you're like, how did I get here and that?
it's true, and he eats kids.
And he eats kids
He
and then
lives in
sends
sewers.
bare duppies after you.
Yeah, mad stuff, and it's bare scary. And he's like,
Sit there.
come here. Whatever that kid's
Imagine living that every day though.
But imagine living any of those movies every day. Like, I'm not living Freddy Krueger because man is in your sleep, so
You
man can
can't
never
sleep.
sleep. Like, a man can actually kill you in your sleep. Like, what?
Duppy.
Every night nightmares, brother. At least with It, like, I can come home, you get me, and catch on sleep. Wow, it was a tough day today. Man, like Pennywise was doing a mad thing.
Well, time to sleep.
Yeah. But with that, and then a Paranormal Activity. Like when you watch those movies, that was a mad thing. That Toby was all dragging man,
Dragon Man.
waking you in the night. You're hearing it bum 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 bum. Like, nah, it's too scary. I'll go with Pennywise and then just deal with that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd probably say It, thinking about it as well, because yeah, as you said, Toby's mad. Shit moving. Nah, man, that's nuts. Obviously, Freddy Krueger, sliced man up in his sleep and that. He was actually really scary. And he looks butters.
He's butters.
Looks like a ghoul.
He's butters. For example.
But imagine that, falling asleep. I didn't punch him up in the dream. Nah. Yeah, I'll take my chances with it, as you said.
Yeah, because Toby's one of them ones you hear, bah, 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 bah. You wake up, you go in the hallway, bro. The thing's open, your loft door is open. You got up in the loft, ain't no one in there, and it was foot mark. Nah, bro, that's too much. It's too much. I mean, it does stuff like that, but usually, again, it's when you're out on a bar. It doesn't really come to a man's crib for some reason. I don't know why.
Scared.
Yeah, he shook. But you know, he might eat your kids though. That's the only thing.
That's the thing.
But I'm still Tuesday now. I'll punch him up.
Take my chances. Yeah. Seen the movie, you get fucked up in the
yeah. I think you get your ass beat.
Joe punk ass. Clown.
I like clowns. I'm crossing the clown business, man.
Just me zip on them, man, there. Joke, man.
That ain't it. Don't be too scared, ladies and gentlemen. That is our episode based on fear. Was there any last thoughts or words you wanted to say?
Fear is in the eye of the beholder. Conquer your fears. Be uncomfortable. Be comfortable in the uncomfortable. That's where growth lies. So if it scares you, it's meant to be.
100%. But on the flip side of that, I just want to say, actually, don't like you're allowed to be afraid as well. Like, don't ever feel like, because a lot of people, men particularly, they feel like they have to show that they're never afraid of things. Like, obviously, I believe in conquering your fears, but you are allowed to be afraid. Like, especially, you know, when you're out pretending you're the bravest guy in the world all the time. Like, we're allowed to be scared. Like, that's my personal feelings on that. Conquer your fears if it's something that's holding you back, like going for a job or something like that. But in general, you are allowed to be afraid. That's just my little 2 pence.
Hey man, we are all human at the end of the day.
Human, you get me, man. Man, I've got anxiety and all kind of things going on. So,
If you need to talk to somebody, message us on Insta.
Yeah, on Insta even. This has been Put Some Syrup on That. I am Newland Monroe.
Binch.
And we'll catch you next week Sunday. Thanks for watching. Share, like, subscribe. We need it. We love it. It helps. It makes all the difference. If you've got any love for us, make sure. Other videos up here, subscribe over here. You know how it goes.
And if you don't, I'll be in your dreams like, what's his name?
Freddy Krueger.
Sit there.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'll be right there.
Be Nightmare on your street. Nigga. Peace out.